Joffrey, Renly, Robb Stark, they're all thieves. They'll bend the knee or I'll destroy them.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Citadel with me, Grand Maester Stitch, where we're carrying on with our Khal Drogo playthrough. Now, as you all know, at the end of the episode, last episode, we had a pretty unexpected event which kind of ruined our plans as we were getting pretty close to going over to Westeros now. We only have Braavos, Pentos and Tyrosh left to reclaim all of the free cities, and then we were going to go to Westeros and press Rhaego's claim, but as we all know, he inherited King's Landing at the end of the last episode for some reason. No idea how he managed to do it when there's still plenty of Baratheons and such around, but okay, whatever. So I wasn't really sure what to do. I asked you guys what you think we should do, and I thought about it myself, and I think what we are going to do is we are going to go over to Rhaego at some point, but first there's just a few little bits of unfinished business we need to attend to as Drogo, and what I want to do is finish conquering the free cities and the Empire of New Valyria so that we can then do like a Genghis Khan style thing where we give that to our second son, Visero. Then we can hopefully give the Dothraki Sea to our third son, Barbo. Or we can conquer the Ghazghari Empire to give to him, or Yeti or Karth, and make a load of empires and kingdoms to pass on to our sons so that we split it and they can all be allies and etc. in the next generation. And at least Rhaego should be pretty secure, because even if everyone of Westeros goes against him, he has an alliance with us, and we can just sail our Khalasar over to Westeros and destroy anyone who rises up against him, really. So he should be pretty secure until we're ready to move over and play as Rhaego instead. So yes, we're going to carry on as Drogo for now. We're here, just about to take Braavos, so we'll march straight on with that. We'll let the prisoner rot because he keeps rising up against us from Norvos, so we'll leave him where he is for now. We'll quickly try and take Braavos as quickly as we can. We've already called in all our clans. Rhaego and Westeros are also going to aid us, so hopefully it won't take too long to take Braavos. No doubt Pentos and Tyrosh are going to get involved. Rhaego has added Aegon's crown to his treasure. Interesting. Do you know what? Well, let's just declare war. No man invasion of Pentos. Send. They'll surely honour their obligations. We'll get everyone to come and aid us. And declare war. No man invasion of Tyrosh. They're going to join in anyway. They'll 100% join in. So let's just go for all three straight off the bat. And we can just split our army up. We'll send this one to go handle Braavos, and we'll send this one to go and handle Pentos, and we'll just try and end them as quickly as possible. And hopefully no one will get involved. No one separate to those kingdoms anyway. And all the Khalasars are going to aid us, which is perfect. We can call in more tribes, perfect. And hopefully we can finish off our war for the free cities this episode. If we'll look at him, we can call in more clans. My god, there's a lot of clans to call in. We've got 26,000 men that we can call up who are just vassals. Where are they all from? That's a lot of men. I wonder where it'll be from. Maybe Mir? Do you know what? Let's call them up and see where they come. Wow. We may as well make use of these. Why not? Let's march all of those there. And all of these from Mir. Let's just march to here for now. It's a lot of men. We can get those two armies together. At least then these guys can defend our home area to stop our children getting kidnapped. Have we managed to raise any from anywhere else? These shouldn't be any. No, but that's awesome. That's 24,000 extra men's awesome foot soldiers that we can make use of and get this under control quickly. And awesome, Rhaego and the Iron Throne of Westeros is going to come to our aid. So let's forward and get everyone into position. Rhaego Drogo brought a favour. Okay. The Braavosi shouldn't have too many men because we already crushed them in the last episode in the war for Lorath, so hopefully they've not got a lot of men. And who are these extra 831 men here? Let's just... whoever you are, let's just march you down to Pentos as well. You can go and join the other Khalasar, which are going to march down there as well. Perfect. Let's forward along and get everyone in position then, or until something a bit more interesting happens. One child lacking educational focus, Barbo, son of Drogo, who's also a skilled fighter at the age of 12, which is awesome. And he's a R'hllor, which is interesting. Maybe he should have the free cities instead then, with the R'hllor religion. Who knows? We'll decide, but we'll give him the martial education. That's a definite, considering his stats. His stats are pretty interesting, actually. Visero, a trained fighter, but they both are ward. So hopefully we can get Visero up to at least a skilled fighter. That'd be 3 children, all at least trained skilled fighters, which is pretty impressive. Well, all 3 sons anyway. Great Khal, I believe, whoever that is, has been in our custody too long. 10 gold, yeah, we accept. We've got plenty of gold. That's a good point, actually. Do we need to send any back to the Dosh-Khaleen? Yes, we can. Perfect. And we can call to the Dothraki Sea to improve our clan as well, which we will, of course, do. Make our population grow. We managed to do that 3 times, which is perfect. Keep growing that Khalasar. Great Khal. Yep, he's been in my custody too long. Okay, if you say so. Let's try and chase after this Braavosi army quickly, so that it doesn't get away and start taking overland. We'll crush their army before we get Braavos under siege. Hopefully the Westerosi will turn up and get Braavos under siege for us pretty quickly. Yeah, we're going to capture a few thousand there, which is perfect. And Rhaego's calling in favours all over the Seven Kingdoms. How he's managed to gain favours on all these High Lords already, I don't know. And here we go, 10,000 Braavosi there. We should absolutely crush them. It's in our territory. That'll smash their main host, and then we'll try and siege Braavos as soon as possible. And there's 2 massive Westerosi Khalasars. Well, I don't think they are actually Khalasars. And awesome, Visero is now a skilled fighter. Perfect. Quick and a skilled fighter. Perfect. All of our children now are skilled. Well, all of our sons now skilled fighters. Absolutely awesome. Hopefully we can get one more son at least out of Daenerys. She's 36. We may... Oh, she's a lunatic. Maybe we won't get one more shard out of her then, which is a shame. It would have been nice. I'm still very annoyed at her for wasting them dragon eggs, because if Rhaego had a dragon on the Iron Throne, that would be awesome. We will try and aim to do that, though, when we go over to Rhaego. We'll try and find ourselves some dragon eggs somewhere. Awesome. We're absolutely smashing that army. How is our other Khalasar? Wow, it's already arrived at Pentos, and it's already got it halfway under siege, so... That's excellent news. How are those other units that we built going? They've been smashed by a armor, so they're retreating. And wow, 17,500 men down here. But they haven't got a commander. I don't really want to send one of our... 17,000 men, though, should be enough to smash that 7,000 men there without the commander. So we should be okay. So we'll try and smash the Tyroshi armor. Victory, and we've caught someone in battle, a Braavosi. He's not really that interesting. Let's sacrifice him to the Great Stallion. Yeah, that 17,000 should crush that. Just got to make sure our capital's not under siege now. It doesn't look like it is, so that's good. A betrothal between a Jogus Nye and our daughter. No, decline. I want good matches for all our daughters if possible. Okay, now that that's underway, let's march on to the capital of... Then again, they're there already, so we'll just try and siege some of these smaller lands around Braavos for now, instead. Pentos is already under siege, perfect, and we'll keep an eye on this army now, which is... Do you know what, let's put Chromo in charge of this, just in case, and we can go and smash that Tyroshi armor, and then start getting the Tyroshi lands under siege. It shouldn't be too hard. There's not a lot of Tyroshi land. We are going to have to bring the fleet down to get on to the island, and at least we won't have to keep disbanding these foot soldiers as well, because we've already started all 3 wars. And wow, we're already at 45% in the war against Braavos. Has the Seven Kingdoms managed to seize... No, it's not siege Braavos, so I'm surprised by that, but we'll siege these land. Why is no one... Oh, Chromo was leading that way. Let's put Drogo in charge of that one then, and then we'll have Drogo and Zolo in charge of the army in Pentos. And they should absolutely crush that army there, that Tyroshi army. Yeah, no problem whatsoever. We've got more than enough men to handle it. What about this random army up here? Ah, okay, so there's a huge Tyroshi army there that's docked their ships here, but they're not going after our capital, so that's all right. We'll merge them together. Hopefully some of these Khalasars may merge to us. There's 17,000 men there, which is impressive. But we'll... Where are they going? We're marching away now, so we'll march those onto our capital, and we'll leave them there to protect it. Looks like the Tyroshi may be marching home, as we've now got their lands under attack, which is perfect. We'll lift the siege here and then march on to the Tyroshi plains around here. There we go, an easy victory. We just need to assault and lift the siege that they've put down in place there. We'll have mercy on these people because that's actually our lands. And now let's march on to Kylos and get on. Okay, we'll march on to these and destroy that army and get Vios Plains under siege. Pentos has nearly fallen already, and the lead, he's still there. Oh no, he's leading troops in Long Lake. Okay, and how are we doing here? Yep, pretty well, which is awesome. Let's keep an eye up here. 6,000 men, because some of those Khalasars have joined us by the looks of it, which is awesome. So we could probably march those down to help, actually. Small Pentoshi army there, which we will, once, as soon as we get Pentos under siege, which is very close, we'll march on and destroy the Pentoshi host. Keep an eye on Rhaego, make sure no one's rebelling against him. He's bringing a lot of troops over, which is impressive. He's dropping some off in Pentos, actually. Not that we need them there. They've almost sieged at 21,000 men. Wow. Do you know what? We'll just assault it then quickly. Bring back the spoils and we'll divide them. Yes. That's now under control. Let's move on to the next one. Get that under siege. We're nearly at 50% with the Braavosi now. Your horde swarms into the holding of Pentos. As the walls crumble and fall, they are intent on plundering, but won't go ahead unless you, the Great Khal, give them permission. Yes, bring back the spoils to us. Who are these prisoners who are in there, prisoner? No idea who you are. No idea who you are. No idea who you are. Do you know what? Let's just release them to make some Pentoshi lords like us more, just because they were Pentoshi lords. But at least Pentos has now fallen, so let's go and crush the Pentoshi armor, which will give us a lot of war score. We'll get, yep, carry on, oh, we can assault that. It's only 600 defenders. That'll be an easy victory. Bring back all the spoils. Perfect. We're winning in all these wars now. Let's march on to Villabosch and get that under siege. That army carries on marching down to Pentos. Perfect. Let's have a look. We've got 4,000 men almost there. We'll leave them as they are for now. And they're still marching on to Braavos so that we can get that under siege. We'll bring the fleet round to off the coast of Tyrosh so that we can get these 17,000 men to the capital and get that under siege. Awesome. The Westerosi army has just crushed what remains of the Braavosi army, so that should give us a hell of a lot of war score. Let's march our main army onto Braavos then instead and get that under siege as quickly as possible. Hopefully if the capital falls, it should put us about there. A truce with Lorath is nearly ended. Your jailers seek your audience and they are all covered in blood. And with them, they have your captive high priest, Tracaco, the Red Axe, order in chains. They say a band of armed men secretly broke into the cells to try and set him free. All but one were slain by the guards, and this last one revealed under questioning that they were sent by Firene. Put him in a secured cell in the dungeon. Put him in the obelete. Question the prisoner closely and make him... Okay, so we can torture him. Yes, let's torture him. That'll be fun. My ward, Visero, is inquisitive and asks so many questions it is hard to answer them all. I try my best and every answer I give, Visero seems to like me even more. Awesome, so we become close friends of our second son, which is awesome. Fear is a mind killer. He gains 25% chance that he gains brave. Well, we don't want him to be craven, do we? So, yes. Visera has no fills. He has gained the brave trait. Awesome. So all our children are looking incredibly impressive now, which is perfect. Even our daughters are pretty impressive as well, who all deserve to have decent marriages in their own right. So we will try and sort those out once we finally end all the free cities. Perfect. That was an easy win there. We'll siege this land in Tyrosh. We'll bring back all the spoil so we can make plenty of money. We'll march on to here and take whatever that... Young Viserys seems to have a natural charm and way with words. I should beat it out of him. I'm sure he will suffer in life. He loses a trait playful, gains a trait Gregorous. Or chance Viserys could become cruel. No, we'll let him get Gregorous. An okay trait to have with his diplomacy. High diplomacy and high sword skills. That's a great mix. So yeah, we'll get those there. Where's the fleet? Is that not here yet? Still waiting for it to arrive. Ah, perfect. We'll now switch to this army then as we're about to get to Long Lake. And that's the one that's being led by the Pentoshi leader. So hopefully we can capture him in this battle. We're obviously going to crush him. If we can capture him and end that war, that would be awesome. Co-Olo of Sungrave has provided me with proof that someone has been viciously slandering me, expose and denounce him publicly, giving me reason to arrest him. I'm starting to think that Frille might fancy me. Frille, daughter of Krakow, our courtier. Let's make a move then. Our wife is a lunatic anyway, and I want to try and get some more sons. And we've fulfilled the ambition to fall in love. Awesome, he's fell in love with her. Even better. Right, so we need a new ambition. Is there anything left for Khal Drogo to actually do? Adopt a lifestyle, win the war, we'll go with that. Nice, easy one. Not that we need any more prestige. We've already got over 10,000 prestige, which is insane. Finish this battle here, see what that's going to take us up to in war score-wise with the Pentosha. 100% perfect, so offer peace. Enforced demands, send. Pentos has fallen to the Dothraki. Brilliant. Right, so now we'll march this other 12,000 down to Tyrosh to help get Tyrosh under siege. Braavos is under siege from Westeros and does anyway, so it's only a matter of time now before the three cities all belong to us. Khal Drogo the Bloodhound fulfilled the ambition to win the war, so we've not really got... We can try and adopt a lifestyle. Do we really want to do that? Yeah, why not? It's all that we can do. We may as well try and go for it. Raka approaches you. My liege, I have a great idea for a monument. Something to raise our cultural status and make the people notice what a great ruler you are. I would require some gold. Yeah, go for it. It's only 68 gold. We've got loads of gold. My daughter Mengo is concerned that she is still not married. I will find her someone nice. As she's of our family, we'll get her a matrimonial marriage to some random Dothraki guy with good traits. Let's have a look. A good fighter would be best. A good diplomat? We've got to be our... Let's have a look in fine characters. Search realm. Gender. Man. Married. No. And let's have a look what we've got. Who's the strongest one? Who's unmarried? Wow, he's very old. He's a different religion. Let's just put that quickly then to my religion. And wow, look at Romo. He's 84 and he's still going pretty well. 25, this guy is celibate. 18, trained fighter. Oh, 16-year-old skilled fighter. Yes. You. Let's see if we can arrange a marriage. Matrimonial between you and our daughter Mengo. Yes, send. Perfect. Let's see if there's any for our other daughters. Is there any other decent fighters or strong? Or some diplomats maybe? Okay, you're pretty good. Oh, you're 49 though. You're pretty old. Let's look for a younger one. 15. And he's a skilled fighter as well. Arranged marriage. Matrimonial between you and Caden. And then for a Droella, we'll see if we can get someone maybe a little bit more Westerosi once we finish these wars. Or someone Valyrian to try and keep that Valyrian blood pure. Don't want to water it down too much. Obviously, Rhaego married a Valyrian. How close until we can siege this? How strong is it? Oh, it's only got 600 defenders. We'll go for the assault straight away then. Which will be an easy assault. And there we go. Those two marriages are out of the way. Perfect. Tyroshi landing is under siege. Right, let's bring the fleet here then. Pick up the armor and then take them on to Tyrosh. Weird that you can't march to Tyrosh even though you're that close. But then there's things in the north where you can march very, very far over sea. Okay, so Lorath is going against us, so we'll have to turn those to dust once we defeat them. Right, you get on the ship. And then let's dock. Oh, sail out to sea. I always forget that we have to do that, even though we're closer where we are originally. And now dock the army on Tyrosh, get that under control. Where's that other Khalasar? 12,000. You know what? We don't need you down in Tyrosh now, so let's march you north because we're going to need you to help out against the Lorothi rebellion that we've got now going on. How much till we siege Braavos? Not too bad. Let's call in allies in this independence war. We'll put somebody else in that. We'll probably turn Lorath to dust now because of that. We can call up a load more soldiers. That's probably the Pentoshi that we can now call up, but let's call up the tribes for now. What's the... Okay, wow. So that's pretty well defended, Tyrosh. And Rhaego's going to help us, and so are all the clans, of course. Of course the clans are going to help us. How are our sons? How old till he's an adult? 13, so 2 more years. And Barbo is 12, so he's not too far behind either. Strong trait as well, awesome. I love how he's got skilled fighter and quick. And then brave, Gregorous, diligent. Wow, Visero's got amazing traits so far. We'll find him a Valyrian marriage for 100%, just because he's actually got the Valyrian look, so we want to make sure they keep that. Under my guidance, my young son Visero is slowly mastering the art of swordmanship. He's become a formidable fighter. Visero is incredible. That is awesome that he's now a formidable fighter. Perfect. That's wicked. He's actually surpassed Rhaego, which I didn't think he'd do. And Rhaego's the one with the Valyrian steel sword, so that's quite annoying now that he's got that. It would have been better in Visero's hand. But then again, he's the king of Westeros. He's got a Valyrian steel sword. We can get a Valyrian steel sword for Visero. We'll find one. We'll get one off somebody. My lover is pregnant. Perfect. Hopefully it's a son. I want a 4th son to give another empire to. Theon Greyjoy has just inherited the Iron Islands, which is interesting. My little son Barbo always has his nose in the books and spends all his time amongst the Red Priests of R'hllor. Such a bright little child loses the trait. No, R'hllor will not serve you. We want to get rid of the trait from him. The time has come for your son Barbo to become a man. He is old enough to ride his first horse and take his rightful place at your side in the Khalasar. As Great Khal, you are expected to provide an appropriate horse. Only the wildest stallion will do. You bring Barbo out into the fields alone, along with the strongest and wildest stallion in your possession. At first he seems terrified, but once in the saddle, the stallion instantly begins to buck and twist. He clings desperately to the reins, but is not enough in his... Oh, bollocks. So he ends up getting very injured, which is not good. He's the first one to fail. All our daughters even succeeded at that. Okay, we're going to bring the fleet up here so that we can take this 12,000 Khalasar over to Lorath. We're just going to crush this Braavosi army first, which should be pretty easy. Yeah, they haven't escaped, so that's perfect. Crush them. Once we now just get Braavos under siege, that will win us the war against Braavos. We're up to 84% there, so we should easily be able to win that. We should have all the free cities under our control before the end of this episode. And Rhaego's calling in a load more favours. I really don't know how he manages to do that. And Visero is now old enough to marry. Okay, so let's arrange a marriage between you. We need to get you. I want to get you a Valyrian bride if possible. So let's find characters. Any religion. Gender. Woman. Let's search all religion. If we look for some Valyrians, there's got to be a Valyrian woman somewhere that will marry you. Let's search in our realm, actually, because if there's any in our realm, it'll be easier to get them to accept. Let's go for age as well. Let's get down to the ones around your age. There's got to be a Valyrian-looking one somewhere. Even if she's a few years older, that will do. Are you Valyrian-looking? No. You looked a little bit Valyrian, but you're not. You're a Mirman, you're not Valyrian at all. I really want someone with Valyrian features. It doesn't look like there is any. So we might have to wait until this war's over and then look for a bride for him instead. Unless we search all. Let's have a look. And go by religion. Look for the ones with Valyrian religion. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Now let's look for one who's young enough for you. You're only 14 after all. Let's have a look. These are all in their 20s. Okay, right, we can start looking at these ones here. 19. One who's not really got a name. Okay, so 18. 18. 17, 17, 17. Trying to look for a decent one for you. 16, 16. 16. 15. Oh, wow. Ugly, club-footed, hunchback, dwarf. Oh my god, I've never seen worse traits on someone. Aha, you look pretty promising. Arrange a marriage between you and Visero. Send. Perfect. She's got some pretty decent traits there, so hopefully she'll do for Visero. This is almost collapsed. Right, let's bring the our Khalasar back here to get on the fleet and sail over to Lorath. Here is the fleet now. Lord Paramount Robert, son of the others, has inherited Lordship of Gates of the Moon. Interesting. That's a very terrifying name to gain for yourself, isn't it, Robert? Wisdom of Mercer Ledger, I accept your suggestion that Visero and Lysella get married. Perfect. So they're married. Awesome. So hopefully that will get some Valyrian daughters and children. They should have complete Valyrian looks. Right, let's get you on the ship and let's sail over to Lorath and get that back under control. And then we'll give that to somebody else. We'll probably storm Lorath to the ground and turn it into Dothraki. Is Braavos nearly fallen? Very close. What about Tyrosh? Wow, Tyrosh is going to fall first, so we'll keep an eye on Tyrosh instead. They have brought most of their troops home, though, but the Westerosi army is here of, wow, 25,000 men there from Westeros, so that Tyroshi army is pretty much trapped. A daughter was born, but she's stillborn, so there's no point even dwelling on a name for her. That's a shame. Come on, come on. Let's see Tyrosh fall to the Dothraki. Let's storm it. And there we go. Your horde swarms into the holding of Tyrosh as the walls crumble and fall. They are intent on plundering but won't go ahead unless you, their great Khal, give them permission to do so. Yes, bring back the spoils and we'll separate them between us. And there we go, 100%. Enforced demands. Yes, Tyrosh has fallen to the Dothraki Sea. So it's just Braavos now that are clinging on at 98%. Can we enforce demands on them at 98%? No, they're going to be stubborn and go all the way to the end. So all we've got to do is see Braavos fall, which it's going to do any second now, and then we have conquered all 9 of the free cities. The Dothraki Sea is at a state of war. We should send ravens to... Okay, who are we at war with? It's the same war as before. Come on, let's see Braavos fall to the Dothraki. We're at 100% and it didn't fall. I want to let it fall first because I want the plunder. I want that plunder. Come on. Need to dock our fleet here as well on Lorath. Drop that Khalasar there. Come on. When is it going to fall? I want to get the plunder before we offer peace. Braavos is home to the Iron Bank of Braavos, and during your sacking of the city, your men have located some of the bank's vaults. All the coin and gold found there is promptly taken out and loaded into carts, ready to be taken back to Vas Awazak. A fine haul, 600 gold. Wow, yes. And we'll bring back spoils as well. That gives us a hell of a lot of gold. And yeah, we'll put all them in house arrest so that we can ransom them prisoners for even more gold. Offer peace, enforce demands, send. Braavos belongs to the Dothraki. Right, so it's just Lorath now. We're going to have to bring all our men round to finish off Lorath, stop them from rebelling. And then everything belongs to us. So let's just forward along so we can do that. Because I really want to get this... the Free City campaign finished before the end of this episode, if we can. So hopefully we can do that. If I forward along a little bit so the video doesn't go too long, we can hopefully get that done. We'll take this fleet down to the army that's currently in Tyrosh, so that we can bring those up to help out in Lorath. And then we can sort out the free cities. I want the free cities to fall just so I can sort out all the border law and such off screen, so you guys don't have to deal with it at the beginning of the next episode. Visero adopts a very authoritative tone of voice with everyone, including his elders and you. Better not use that tone with me, kid. Or good to see Visero act like a noble. Yes, awesome, so he gets authoritative. Yeah, we want him to get a trait like that. He's a Dothraki warlord, for God's sake. The monument Rakaho promised is finished. People have gathered to witness the unveiling of the new statue, which is a large portrait of Dosh Khaleen Hiri. Okay, 100 piety. Nice, yeah, whatever. Not that exciting. I was hoping for a massive statue of Khal Drogo, but okay. Siege of Axe Mountain. Perfect. A victory there. We want to get the fleet. There we go. The fleet is down here. And let's get them on that ship quickly. Your prisoner Donos Sophorian has requested an audience with you. Upon meeting him before the court, he's offering to pay his ransom, 10 gold. Yes, of course. I'm only keeping you as prisoners to get as much money as I can out of you. One afternoon, your wife comes over to you and begs a private word. She asks that you allow her to take one of her servant girls as a handmaiden. Yeah, sure. If you would both get along, why not? So let's bring this fleet of men around here so we can siege more of Lorath and get that under our control. The Westerosi army is also marching. Wow, Westeros have brought a lot of men over to help us out. Okay, another ransom from Braavos for somebody else. Accept. 10 more gold. And here we go. We're just sieging the shit out of Lorath now. It's not going to take very long at all to get Lorath under control. We've literally got everywhere in Lorath under siege. A delegation from the Iron Bank of Braavos, led by keyholder Zakara, has arrived in Vas Awazak. He is protesting at what he considers illegal looting of the bank, but is offering a peace deal which he says will satisfy the bank. The loan is extended for 3 years. Compensation paid to the Iron Bank. Lose 120 gold. I may satisfy you, but not me. God sees this man. No, it's not going to satisfy us. We can always revoke and destroy Braavos if we want and get rid of the bank altogether, which I may do. One of the slaves in your camp has distinguished himself. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's not that interesting, is he? But whatever. Right, we've got 35,000 men now on Lorath. We've got 12,000 here. We can assault. That's an easy victory there. Let's march those on to the next area. Can we assault this here? Yep, 198 defenders. Perfect. So an easy victory there. March onto Elaboratos, or whatever it's called. You're sieging there. Wow, 17 defenders. That's an easy victory. Perfect. Let's march you up to join the rest. Dock the ships here, just because that siege just shouldn't take long at all now. Just got to siege the capital, really, and that'll win it for us. Which shouldn't be too difficult. Wow, there's only 615 defenders here, so we can assault this at first chance. The lady almost ran me down as I entered the hall tearfully. She told me that my son Barbo has insulted her again. But my dear lady, you are fat. Why should a Dothraki Khal bow down to anybody? And let's assault this. Easy victory. Perfect. Can you assault as well? Yes. Easy victory. So that's pretty much everything under siege but the capital. So we just need to get the capital to fall. There's 5,000 defenders. And we've got 40,000 men there. So really easy. It's a level 10. So we can't unfortunately assault it. But it shouldn't be long until we can assault it. And then we will give the Empire of New Valyria to our son. Visero, once he comes of age. He's not quite of age yet. Unless 14 counts with Dothraki, they can get married at that age, so maybe we can. And perfect, we're at 100% there. Offer peace, enforce demands, yes. The war has been won. The rebel armies have been crushed by our brave loyalists. Send him to the dungeon. We'll revoke his title from him. He can stay where he is. Let's revoke title. Free City of Lorath. Send. We'll have that for ourselves. Thank you very much. And did that just say that Rhaego is getting attacked by somebody? Let's have a look. Who's attacking him? Defending against Scepter Narbut of Faith of the Seven Uprising. Okay, we can go and help. We can help you with that. Did it say Renly was fighting someone? Who's he fighting? Defending against Alexander Pennylover in war against tyranny. Okay, so that doesn't really concern us too much. I just want to see it say that the wars are over so that we can see everything go to Dothraki Sea, because that's going to look epic when that does happen. Okay, so everything now belongs to us. It's just waiting for Volantis and Pentos to go yellow as part of the Dothraki Sea, and the free cities now do belong to us, which is awesome. We've achieved the whole of Essos, pretty much ours. We've got Slaver's Bay that we will move on to next, and Calf, which will all fall incredibly easy as we know, but we'll leave that for the next episode, guys. I'm going to sort out the border gore off screen so that we can give Visero the Empire of New Valyria, meaning 2 of our sons will be landed, and then all of this down here will go to our 3rd son. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please don't forget to like, comment down below, and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you all very soon for the next episode.